Boom, boom. It's just a good vibe. All right, let's go ahead and start the introductions just in case we are already live. But welcome, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, January 10th. Maybe it's Wednesday, the 11th for some of you folks on the other side of the world. But it is I, After Sound, joined by my very good friend, Darkestnyte. We are going to be your entertainment for this evening, and I am very, very excited to chat with you. I think is this our first stream, maybe
Of the year, yeah.
of the year? We didn't do one last week. We might have.
No, dude,
A sneaky one.
I think we did right before the holiday, but
Okay, but this is our first official Splinterlands TV stream.
oh yeah,
Before or in the new year. So happy New Year to folks. I did. And to you, Darkestnyte. So we'll say hello to the chat in a minute, but I want to welcome you on, and I just want to. How was your holiday season? How was the new year? How is your outlook on 2023? Just give us like the brief, where is Darkestnyte?
dude. I hope that 2023 will be a repeat of 2022. It was a good year. Yeah, it was a good year, man. It was a solid year, man.
Okay. We're not talking crypto then.
No, we are. We had some good stuff happen at the beginning. It didn't go sideways until September, and
a little bit earlier than that, but sure. Yeah.
I didn't notice. I mean, here's the thing, right? I know that we often see, we feel very emotional about the bear, but I've always viewed it as an opportunity to get everything at a discount, right? My thoughts are, and hopefully we can get to playing some games, but
we will.
My thoughts are that if I was willing to pay a premium for these assets a year ago, why would I not want to buy the same assets for super cheap? Right. And I just feel like everything's on sale. The things that I've been wanting for a long time, I mean, they have never been more affordable. Yeah. Even if they stay where the prices stay where they are, right? I don't mind. Right. So I just feel pretty good. Right. I feel like I'm picking and choosing. I'm seeing great deals all over the place. I actually picked up yesterday a gold foil maxed out copy.
I was going to ask if you wanted to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I would not have done that, a year ago. Absolutely not. Too expensive, right? But now, with the bonuses for gold legendary cards, why not?
Might as well, right? Might as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm feeling good.
I want to dig into that. Let's just take a moment to say hello to folks in the chat. We got Damon's NFTs on here. Yes, a big thank you to Rick and Axler on the last one, or on the last stream before this. We got Birds, Bees, and Trees in the house. Luthien, twice in a day. What's going on, Luthien? Good to see you here. And Taylor from the Cryptmancer. Oh, I almost got the wrong one there, but
dude,
hello, crypto boys and ghouls.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the channel. Tails, we missed you, man. We were actually literally just talking about you on the phone earlier today. So looking forward to seeing your thoughts on a lot of stuff that is happening in the Splinterverse and maybe even Gods Unchained verse universe as well. Did you ever get a chance to check that out? Oh, well, hold on. We're not going to talk about Gods Unchained here. We are going to get back into Splinterlands. So one that I think has been a fun conversation for us recently was kicked off by your purchase of Quicks to Devious.
Yep.
Now, it's interesting because when I met you roughly a year ago, you were all about the game. And it was all about playing the game. You would buy cards because you like it. Investment was the farthest thing from your mind. Yeah. But it's funny because I don't know if it's because you've been hanging out with me or vice versa.
Bad influence, man.
I'm a terrible influence. But it's interesting to see you now go into like shark mode. And I mean like in a good way, right? Where you're just like, ooh, this stuff looks good. And I've seen this movie before. I've seen this story before. And all of these prices coming down, like it's time to open up the piggy bank and see what we can get, because it's just a matter of time until the market picks back up. And when it does, getting a Quicks for X amount, I think you got it for like $250, right, max? Like getting that would be worthwhile. So what has that transition been like for you?
So it's not really a transition, right? So I mean, because not the problem. I mean, I would buy cards just because I like them, right? Mm-hmm. But they were expensive. I mean, this is an expensive game to play.
Sure.
But now it seems like the cards that I would have normally just said, I'll take a pass on this one. Just the prices are too good, so I just grab them, right?
Yeah.
And what's one of the more important things that we need are summoners, right? So the summoner prices have been phenomenal. They're like when I first started playing, right? You can get a legendary summoner, right, from Chaos Legion for like $10, right? Those are the prices that I played with originally. So I mean, the fact that even Yodin back in the day was like $20, right? So we're seeing this all over again. And just to have a full set of affordable summoners that'll take you into the next couple of years. Like, so, I have, my son's account that's botted. I have my account that I play with. I was looking at some of the summoners that I have, and I have 30 maxed out summoners, right? And I'm like, I can't play with all this. So I've been delegating them out, but it's good to have them, right? Because we don't know what the meta is going to look like a year or two from now. So everything's super affordable, and well, it's relative, but more affordable than they have been in a long time. And I just think that if I'm willing to pay, $60 or $50 for a summoner, I can definitely pay $9 for a summoner, right? And they're good summoners, right? So
I mean, look at all of these summoners. I mean, we have. Remember when we were talking about dollar summoners that we would get to dollar summoners? I mean, that's where we're at on 4 out of the 5. I mean, this poor General Sloan is actually at 71 cents here.
Poor Sloan.
But Kelia is under $2. You're seeing a couple of $10 summoners here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so this is. I make this joke because it's it's sad and it's funny, but it's like how many times have we said this is a great time to get into the game, only to like come back a month and a half or 2 months later and be like, actually it's a better time to get into the game. So who knows? Maybe we'll see 50-cent summoners in a week or two. But the point is that'll
be awesome. That'll be super awesome.
So the point is that we don't really know where things are going to go. I think we can look at the fact that Chaos Legion has an expiration date now, like a hard stop date in March. And so, at the end of the day, though, the supply being cut off does not mean that prices are going to go up. That comes to demand, right? And if everybody already has what they need, then, the prices will continue to bleed. There's a lot of unopened packs. But if you are trying to convince friends to get into the game right now, it's not a terrible time, at least not compared to 6 months ago.
I mean, I've loaned cards out to friends of mine that have played. I say, hey, don't, because they're so cheap, right? Hey, I'll get you a quick deck, or I'll give you some of my cards. I'm not stressed out about it. And they play. If they like it, they play. If they don't, then give me my cards back, right? So good. But even looking at these cards you have up on the screen, right? Of these, Yasik and Wraith, phenomenal cards. I'm stunned at how good Immortalis is, right? I did not expect that at all. So he's been really good for me. So
I actually have not won a battle with Immortalis. I've only played a couple, but in all the ones that I play, I lose. So I guess I don't know what the full meta is for Immortalis just yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's like Kelia, right? So with Kelia, you know exactly who you have to play, right? You have to do the same thing with Immortalis. So.
Okay, so I don't know who to play with him though.
So
is it Pelacor Mercenary? I know we talked about that quite a bit.
That is a good one, right? But for me, like I'll tell you, the last battle I did, I'm looking at it right now actually, is Mycelic Morvoid.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Fungus Fiend, Hill Giant, Regal Periton, and Magi of Chaos, and won handily against Bortus, Torrent Fiend, Peaceful Giant. That is a wild card, right? Dwarven Wizard, expensive. Ice Pixie, right? Enchanted Pixie, and Mischievous Mermaid. Those are all older beta cards, except for one.
Wait, isn't Ice Pixie a water card?
It is, yes. They were playing Bortus.
They were playing.
Okay, they were playing Bortus, right? And so it was very, very competitive. So
yeah, for sure. All right, let's catch up.
And it has a dog on it, man. It has a dog with him. Like, come on.
Well, it's the anti-kitty, right?
Yeah.
It was designed by Immortal Gods, and for some reason they have something against Biz Kitty. So
Everybody has something against Kitty, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic card.
Ooh, you'll love this. So Birds, Bees, and Trees says Darkestnyte. I am loving Ready Player One. I'm assuming based on your recommendation.
There we go. So the movie or the book?
So here, let me finish the comment. He said, Walking Keys said he read it because you loved it and recommended it to Birds, Bees, and Trees. And he's now enjoying the story so far. It's a great book. And he was telling Rogue all about the books he was reading last week. It reminds him, I'm behind in reading. Got to pick it up from December. So yeah, it's a good one, man. I don't know why I said that. I've never read the book, but the movie was super fun.
Yeah, the book is excellent. And it's really a payback because Walking Keys recommended the Cradle series for me. That's really the reason why I haven't been streaming, because I've been listening to that book. I'm on book 9.
Yeah,
nice. I started, less than a month ago, and I just disappear, listen to the books, and it's been phenomenal. So that's probably one of the best series I've read in a long time. So.
One of my resolutions that I just decided on like a week and a half late is that I do want to get back into reading, like actually reading books, not just audiobooks, just because you give me a couple recommendations and I've really enjoyed them so far, and so I just want to start reading again instead of reading tweets, read as something of actual substance.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is TV right now is trash. So I'd rather just pick up a good book. So.
It's funny that you mentioned that. And I don't know if it's because TV is trash or it's just I feel like energized to like do a lot of things at the same time. And so like TV just has no appeal to me right now. Yeah. Like so normally I'll like watch TV when I'm eating lunch or dinner, or like I'll have that time set aside. But now like I'll just come back to my computer and like eat here while working or doing something else. It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
So. All right. So Tails says that's why my ears were burning. Yeah, man. It was only good things, Tails. We just missed you. That's all. So we were talking about you. Tails is saying last week there were so many great deals on cards. Seems like multiple accounts were dumping. Llama and Yoden under 100 per BCX, and Kitty under 200.
Yeah, I mean, this is if you've been wanting these cards and saying they're too expensive, this is the time, right? I mean, and I paid more for them, right? But at the end of the day, I got value out of the cards when they were expensive, right? I'll get more value when they're cheaper, right? So
yeah,
it's
true.
All good.
That makes sense. Woody's saying my account value has increased by 10 to 15% over the last week. It's good to see some value come back. Very nice. True, Woody.
But I wouldn't.
Few days.
Yeah, but I wouldn't get locked in on that, right? I mean, account value, as long as you're playing, account value really doesn't matter. It always goes up and down.
I agree. Jobby Saints is in the house. Hey, hey, hey. I said that I would agree to do that anytime somebody writes hey, hey, hey. Is that from somewhere? It's like from like a TV show?
Fat Albert back in the
Fat Albert
80s. Yeah.
That's how powerful that branding was. I never watched it, couldn't remember it, yet I know hey, hey, hey. All right, so Woody's saying I'm done buying Chaos cards. I have a Max Chaos deck. Very cool. Luthien saying the book is so much better than the movie. I'm assuming this is Ready Player One.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's fun. The book is phenomenal.
And Baron's in the house too. So Baron is saying Ready Player 2 is also very good. Now, so that's exactly what I've heard, that Ready Player 2 was not very good. So I'm curious to know. You haven't gone through, so I'm curious to know why Baron believes that's the case. So Tail said I'm a fan of the movie, so I probably need to read the book. Walk the Grid. Hello. Okay, we're all caught up on chat.
Yeah, one more other book I will mention, like especially for this crowd that loves crypto. There's a book called Damon by Daniel Suarez. And that is, if you like Ready Player One, Damon and its follow-on book Freedom are phenomenal. And it's literally perfect for this community. Got it.
That's one you recommended to me a while ago. So
just for the first books I recommend.
Added it to the list, and I will get there. Okay, so switching gears back to this, I wanted to rehash another conversation you and I had. Actually, we talked on the phone twice today, which is funny. We talked on the phone twice today, and we're doing this stream now. So in that first conversation where you told me about the quicks, we were also talking a lot about guilds. And one thing that I thought would be valuable for you to share with the community here is your movement into acquiring more of these gold foil cards to get into these higher level gold foil frays. So part of it was like, now that you have the gold foil quicks, you are hoping to get a gold foil Lux at some point if the prices come down, or you have your Lux fund that you're setting up. So if that is the case, you kind of would be set for any and all brawls potentially, right?
So, it's funny. I like the idea of being a Splinterlands mercenary, if that makes sense, right? We've talked about like Artemis, I'm sorry, Ardenek. See, I have Ready Player One on the head now, right?
Yeah.
So Artemis, did it again. Ardenek, she's our, tournament assassin, right? And she's been doing really, really well.
Mhm.
Right? So, but I look forward to the day where I'm a mercenary, right? And again, I have my guild, right? But to be recruited, and I want to have the tools necessary to be able to be recruited for that gold fray, and be competitive, right? So there's a couple of cards I know that I'll need, right? So the gold quicks was one, right? Because you got to be able to,
Yeah.
be flexible. I already have a gold Waka, and then I'll need because it's under 4 mana. So I can play in the Little League and know, the lower mana ones. But then I need the gold, Kelia, Obsidian, and those, and they're pretty cheap right now, right? So,
Yeah.
but it gives me flexibility to be able to go in, and play some of the gold-only tournaments and the gold-only frays, right? Which is something I haven't traditionally done up till now.
Well, what's going to be clutch for us at some point in the future then is unlocking the store to get those power and bloodstones, right? I forgot which one is which, but if you want to get those gold foil cards, that would definitely help.
And those cards are so good, right? Like, I don't know if you've ever looked at some of the gladiator cards, right? Like, you first get them and they're like, eh. When you look at the skills they get,
they definitely go up.
Yeah,
I meant to do a series on YouTube kind of covering all of them, but I never got around to it. But there's definitely some crazy cards out there.
Yeah, like Quora, like I finally got her up to level 3 now,
which is 10 DCX.
Which you get the immunity.
Immunity.
Oh, it like changes it to it's already oppressive, right? But now you get it with the immunity on it.
Immunity. I mean, that thing with Lamacron is like, or not Lamacron, but Lama Quora is pretty good then.
It's crazy
because you can't get stunned, you can't get poisoned,
nothing, right? It's just it just wins you games, right? So
yeah.
And now that Llama's dropping in price.
Ooh. Hey, where's your Llama at? Is it level 2, level 3?
It's level 2, and Ardenek has it, right? I think she's had it for a year now. So yeah, I mean, because I play at the higher level, right? So
it doesn't do you much good.
Yeah, but even at 169, right? So that's still pricey though. Wow.
It is pricey because you'd have to buy 6 of them. Pricey. No, you'd have to buy 8 of them.
Yeah, see, that's still too pricey, right? So, but again, hopefully it'll come down. And I mean, look at Kitty at 244. Holy moly!
Yeah, that thing is.
They're practically giving that thing away.
Yep. Yoden's down to 150, but Yoden has been, I don't want to say nerfed because that's not the right term, but Yoden has been balanced quite well with the reflection shield for sure.
Yeah. If you have Yoden and you want to use it, you got to use Yasik too, and even some of the other cards, right? And mix it up. So I think that's the name of the game for, strategizing while you're playing is you have to be unpredictable, right? Yeah. Look like you fell asleep there because your screen stopped and your eyes are closed. It's like,
nope, definitely still awake. Sorry, I know my
so I mean, but mixing it up, and now you can afford to mix it up, right? So that's really a good strategy in itself.
Yep. No, I agree. So I'm curious now because like we know that Rebellion is coming potentially within 6 months or around 6 months from now.
Yep.
Like, how are you feeling about all the Untamed cards that you own? Like, is there any? I guess it's different for you because you're a collector, right? So you want to have these cards. But do you see or feel like the value would decrease once they rotate out of Modern?
Nah, because I play both Wild and Modern, right? So I mean, to me, and I'm ranked about evenly in both, right? I typically get to Champion 3. And then one of them, either Wild or Modern, I'll get to Champion 2, right? It just depends on which one I pick. But no, I mean, those cards are still good in Wild, and
Yep.
And then I look forward to the new cards in Rebellion, right? Going through the hype cycle and all that stuff again. So it's all going to be fun.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Open up packs, man. I mean, that's all we ever did with in Magic is open up packs. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know you want to do some challenges or some battles today. So before we forget and get super lost in conversation, you want to send me one?
I will. Yes. Give me a second.
And let me catch up on the chat here.
I mean, I haven't done this in so long. Just kidding.
Luthien saying I like Ready Player 2 as well. It wasn't as good as the first, but still good. Okay. And Baron is saying the same thing. Definitely not as good as the first. It's very different, but a good read in my opinion. You know, the thing is, I'm not good anymore with like fiction. I like nonfiction. Yeah. Like if I'm gonna do fiction, I want to watch it on TV. All right, I'm gonna see if. Oh, you know what? You know, I made a mistake of accepting it on my second screen here. No, you know what? Look, I'm just gonna put my team in.
Too late. Too late. I canceled it.
Oh, you canceled it? Okay, that's fine.
I'll send it again.
Thanks. All right, let's do it. Oh no, that was canceled. Let's go. All right, so Rick on the Mountain saying, hey guys, we're talking to Axer, but I'm out of lurk mode now. Good to have you here, Rick. Hope you are doing well. Bakuoni, what is going on? Hello. Ooh, this is interesting.
This interesting. How do we want to do this?
Indeed. I know what you're going to play already.
Oh, do ya?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's see. I don't think you do.
There's a lot of mana to work with here. That's kind of nice.
All right. Yeah, this is looking good.
Oh man, I need to max out some of my other reward cards. That's just not nice. You know what? We're gonna have some fun. I'm being a little risky here. Huh?
Lux, of course you're
interesting. You didn't go. You didn't go Yodin.
No, because you knew who I was, and I need to hit that back line, man.
Oh man! All right, well let's see what happens here. All right, so I'll go ahead and play it out.
Let's go. All right, I'll look at it on yours.
Good luck. Interesting. Oh, ouch! That hurt a lot.
Yes, actually, that's what I.
You know, here's the thing: you don't even need Yodin because you got all those older cards for with blast on them. Oh,
and I'm surprised you didn't play your Rooney, man. He has a reflection shield.
I thought about it, but it just felt too slow.
Yeah, I guess.
Ooh, crushed. Look at that back line of yours. You got a bunch of gold foil cards.
Yep.
So you do you like Ash Mirage?
Oh yeah, it's great.
That's a solid card.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid card.
Very nice. All right. Well, I didn't even touch you. That was a flawless victory.
Fatality. Right, one more. And then
you send another one?
Yeah, I'll send one.
Sure. Birds, Bees, and Trees is asking what series you are currently reading.
Yeah, that's the Cradle series. First book is Unsold. It's by Will White.
Dude, check out these rewards. Check out these 6 diamond chests today.
Not terrible.
No, it sucks. Are you kidding me?
No, dude. That Murdali
penny,
Dampier?
6 cents. Penny.
I mean, considering what we got a year ago, that's awesome.
In diamond? No. This is why I shouldn't be playing the game anymore and I should just rent my cards out like Tales from the Crypt Monster does.
No.
I mean, here's the harsh truth. Darkestnyte. Here's the harsh truth though. Like, if I had played for those and gotten that would have sucked. But I can be a little indifferent now because there's a bot.
Yes, that's my point. That was exactly my point.
But see, this is why the whole bot thing bothers me, because this is not a game anymore. Like I'm not playing for fun because the rewards aren't fun.
Man, we're playing right now.
Yeah, well, I'm playing. See, but this is why we need more more like social stuff, right? More like I would love 2v2s, things like that, to actually make the game worthwhile.
No, I agree, 100%.
Oh boy.
There we go. Huh. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's have some fun. Why not?
Yes, let's do that.
Let's do that. This is not my favorite, but we're gonna give it a try. Let's see how it rolls. All right, good luck. Oh, of course I got kiddied.
Well,
come on.
Let's see what happens.
Possibilist, prove them wrong. Come on, Possibilist, prove them wrong.
Here.
Okay. Are you watching on my screen or on your screen?
I'm watching on yours, yeah.
Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna need that opportunity to hit like ASAP. Oh my gosh! And of course we get stunned right off the bat. Oh, and oh my God! Why is my entire goddamn team missing? Sorry, that was.
So I got blind up there, man. We needed that.
Unbelievable. And you got the double heal. It's game over. Oh my God! I missed twice.
Yeah, you're supposed to miss that one.
All right, well that's pretty much game.
Yeah, but your lineup was excellent though, right? I mean, you put Demon Shark right in the back, right behind the first. So you use
this is my problem with stun and retaliate. Look at that, you are 4 for 4 with stun. Stun and retaliate are too OP in my opinion, because somebody has to do an RNG check on that every stun hits every freaking time.
Yes.
And not just this game, but it's just like every time.
Well, you remember my my theory that your RNG bonuses for different players. Remember we had that conversation we had? Like, hey, somebody's getting too lucky, and they're always lucky, right? So, anyway.
Well, hold on, wait. We need our tinfoil hats. What are you doing?
Oh, it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's right there.
we can't just be talking about that.
Yeah. So, well, thanks for the games, man. I definitely appreciate that. I feel.
Oh, are you scared now?
No. Well, I just want to go out a winner, man.
Fair enough. All right,
but if anybody else wants a challenge, I would say go there.
Yeah, if you guys okay, hold on, let's be careful with this because I got in trouble last time. I don't want to charge you for your channel points. I want you to save those up so Aggro can say your name on the thing. Do you want some challenges though?
Yeah, I'll take them challenges. Yeah.
All right, whoever can challenge Darkestnyte the fastest gets a challenge right now. Of course
it's Luthien.
Hey, you're gonna have to share your screen though.
I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that sucks.
Oh wait, you know what? Don't worry. You don't have to share your screen. I'll just look up your battles.
That's right. The streamer mode, right?
I don't think it's streamer mode, but I'll make it so that it's streamer mode. So go ahead, put your team in against Luthien, and
look at her Rooney in her profile. I love it.
Did you make yours your profile pic yet?
I did. Yeah.
All right.
So, it looks really good with the gold, though, with the gold frame from. Oh, here we go.
Tails says, I have a new strategy for this. For this season. Well, I would love to hear what your strategy is, Tails. Rick on the Mountain saying, rent me your deck sound. How much you willing to pay? I'll rent it to you. Actually, I don't even know what the going market rate is, but we'll see. Actually, no, I need it for brawls. See, this is why I can't rent my deck out. Automated DeFi interface, says Tails. Seed RNG. It's the hashtag blessed accounts. All right, Luthien wants to play. She got you. And Tails is already predicting that an animated corpse is going to be sent to you. Pressure's on. Bum, 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 bum.
I'm just throwing out trash right now.
Oh, come on, dude. No, take.
Of course not.
Take it seriously. It's Luthien the Destroyer.
The Destroyer. All right, go. If I could win just one game,
all right, don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Again.
Okay. I'm gonna load it up here, and
Okay.
nobody knows who's gonna win.
Yep.
Let me back up. Yoden battle. This is interesting. Why this
What's
guy
that?
up front and why him in the back? Oh wait, hold on. What's the rule set?
No, that's not. No,
Oh,
that's
you
not.
both did that.
That's
Oh
that's the
no, this
last
isn't the
one.
one.
Lupin
Okay,
hasn't
whoops.
submitted her team yet. That's not.
That's the last battle you played.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. Whoops. Well, you won that one, so congrats.
Okay, so it's up now. Oh, interesting. This should be interesting.
Okay, hold up.
I'm not going to look at it.
How come
but-
I don't? Oh, it's under WoW. Don't watch it yet.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, interesting. Here we go. We'll share it on screen. Ready? We got Wraith versus Wraith. Oh man, she did the shield bearer thing on you.
Yeah, she did.
Ew. All right, ready?
Yep. We already know what's going
And
to
she
happen.
played this dude.
See.
Oh, you watched it?
I mean, I can see.
I'm just surprised. How do they even hit your guy? That should be a miss. That should be a miss. All that should be a miss. Okay. There you go. Miss. Miss. Oh, of course he sticks. Dude, look at that. Ugh.
Yeah, but I have cleanse, right? So that's why Bolson is so good.
That's true.
But I got to get that heal in, right? That's the thing. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Got the heal. And you're still enraged. So miss. Oh my god, he actually hit you?
Woo!
Punk ass. Oh my god.
And we have, yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that's gonna do it now.
That's game.
Freaking shield bearer. How did you miss that one? That was a pain.
Yeah.
All right. I think we know where this one is headed.
But at least I'm losing to Lupian, so that's like she is the. There should be a card after her that just when you see it, you don't even play the game. You just goes to the end scene,
Mm-hmm.
and you just die.
Oh, I'm gonna be so happy when shield bearer is no longer in modern.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna be happy when I don't have to deal with any of this garbage untamed.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good card. I mean, and it probably hasn't
it's a
dropped
great
much in
card.
price, right?
I mean, they're all great.
Oh my god, I got a card from Lupian. Let's see what that is. Animated corpse.
It is the corpse.
Yes.
Need more cards
Thank
on
you,
my
Ruby.
end. Boots
I
out to
finally
say.
got my corpse out. I will treasure it always.
Yeah, I think it's the only alpha card that I own, or beta card, whatever it is.
Yeah. You know what? What I will do is I might have that one put into a frame and hang it up on the wall.
Well, there you go. To remember the loss.
Yep.
Well, you got some challenges in. You
Yes.
got to beat down on me
I
for
feel
a
good.
bit.
See, that's what I like. Yes. So now, how are you feeling? You asked me. How are you feeling just in general? I know we're in the depths of a bear market. Do you see it the way I see it?
So I don't want 2023 to be just like 2022 because I think 2022 sucked. Like it was full of massive market moves to the downside based
Sure.
on CFI. Yeah, like based on CFI collapsing essentially, right? Or centralized exchanges and stuff. So I would love to leave that all in 2022. I would love to have bottomed out from a crypto standpoint. But I think you and I were talking about this earlier, right? Like traditional markets haven't felt the bear yet, right? We've felt inflation, we've seen stocks go down, but we're technically not in a recession. Nothing's broken in traditional FI or TradFi. So I still expect there to be significant downside within like the S&P, a lot of like main stocks. Now would be your time to probably, check out your blue chips. But I think I told you that I'm feeling a little more optimistic in the sense that there may be a soft landing, which I couldn't see happening last year, right? So I'm very, very curious to see what the interest rates look like, or what the inflation numbers for December look like when they come in, probably next week or whenever.
Yeah.
And based off of that, we'll see if we can start moving down. But my hope is that they slow down on the interest rate hikes. They've already slowed down, but my hope is that they stop. I don't know if they'll reverse it, but on the whole, it's like if we can just level out, stay sideways for a while. I think one of the things that you and I talked about, especially with the big Gala Games pump, is can there be a narrative around gaming, NFTs, or something where Bitcoin stays ranging for the year between, like, 15 and 20K maybe, but everything else can start to move a little bit, right? And if it is in an appropriate kind of category, if there's a rally in an appropriate category, which I think Splinterlands would fall in, like play to earn, NFTs, gaming, whatever. If that can happen, then we could see some interesting things within the Splinterlands ecosystem, based on the fact that there's also internal catalysts such as the sellout/burnout of Chaos Legion at the end of Q1. At the end of Q2, early Q3, there's the introduction of a new set, right, Rebellion, which could potentially pump token prices, or at least help DEC get to peg towards the end of the year when we get land, and hopefully a lot of stuff in between there.
Yeah, it's interesting. So you made me just think of something. What I feel amazed at, right, is given all the FUD in the crypto industry right now, right? FTX, you mentioned some of the others. You would think that the crypto industry would be taking a 1-2 punch, but Bitcoin, had a little bit of a pump. The ETH has kind of remained, pretty much sideways. Some ups. Seeing something like Gala have a 46% increase, even Illuvium, right? Which, even that, pumped, which made me, go get a few more, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking maybe this thing is not dead yet. But to your point, right? Is there something special about crypto gaming that has a resiliency to it? We have our opinions from time to time, and it changes, but people are still buying assets. Now, it's true, people are selling assets, right? But there has to be someone there willing to buy it for that to happen, right? So what's the what's the motive between buying something other than price, right? I think it's that we believe in those assets, and there's always going to be someone there to buy them. Maybe not for what you want, but there's still a buyer for those assets. So we'll see. I mean, I would have figured the whole market after FTX would be just trash for a long time.
Bitcoin has done well. It's held up surprisingly well,
which makes no sense, right? So is the FUD really FUD, or have we seen this so many times before, or is it that we understand the value really of that specific asset that it has, right? And I think it's more understanding, right? I think the retail investor is much more savvy than they were back in 2017 and prior to that, right? So,
yeah. Well, it's a good point. So with this could be interesting, right? Because we just talked about how there's potential more downside for the traditional markets, but imagine if we saw Bitcoin hold well when FTX imploded, and there's a lot of sell pressure on Bitcoin at that point in time. So imagine like traditional markets going down, but Bitcoin holding.
Yeah, so you just said you put your money there, right? Imagine a world where Bitcoin is the least risky asset. That would be insane.
It'd be kind of crazy. So it makes me wonder why I'm not buying more Bitcoin right now. But point being,
well, you can play True. And convert, right? That's a thing.
Indeed. I mean, I think that I'm generally feeling a little more optimistic. If we look at this from through the Splinterlands lens, I think the way that I explained it to you earlier, and I'll try to say it a little more nicely, or
be yourself.
No, not nice.
You're not nice
nicely. What's eloquently than how I told you earlier, right? Like last year, 2022, we had tokenomics that were just running like we had a bunch of issues, and it felt like the team was distracted, we'll call it, right? There's just a lot of stuff happening, and just it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't managed as well as it probably could have been, which I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody. There was just a lot going on last year, right? The team had grown, There wasn't a singular focus. There were a lot of new projects, partnerships. So that to me is like 2022 in a nutshell. 2023, it seems as though with the consolidation of the team, the renewed focus on delivering, that the problems are still there very much. But I guess I'm feeling a little bit more optimistic because the team seems very focused, like laser focused now on like, what are the things that we need to do in order to deliver, in order to get the tokenomics right, in order to do X, Y, Z. So in that way, it's not that anything is fixed. It's not that we even have the solutions for them. Maybe not even like the full ideas fleshed out for solutions, but I like seeing the focus. And now it just becomes a matter of patience and execution if they can get all these things out.
Yeah, they don't call it euphoria for nothing. Right? I mean, that's where we were, right? We were super hyped. We were talking about the summer of Splinterlands, and that's all we could focus on, man. Then we knew we had Splinterfest that was waiting for us. I mean, we were all of us. We were out of control.
Yeah.
And I mean, you can't blame the team for feeling the same thing that we did, right? And you feel like nothing can stop you, right? And I remember, oh man, I think it was just there in the 80s. Now I'm dating myself. Who was it? He was the chairman of the Fed. Alan Greenspan. Alan Greenspan came on. It was a regular briefing, and he used the term irrational exuberance, and everyone jerked their head because they were like, "Who talks like that?" Right? Because it was one of those times where the Fed was saying, "You guys are nuts. Get it together, or we're gonna have to fix it for you."
Yeah,
right. Like, come on, stop. And again, when people start talking in those terms, if you're in the euphoric stage, you don't want to hear anything about that. You don't want to hear, "Hey, slow down. We're gonna take our foot off the gas first." No, you want to go and go and go and go. And we were all there, right? We did not think. And here's the funny part, right? I don't think that the assets then were properly valued. They were way overvalued.
Yeah.
Right now, they're where they should be. Right. And so that's the thing. That's the reason why I'm not so freaked out about it. Right. Yeah. Did I overpay for some stuff? Sure. Right. But not a lot. Right. I didn't go out and buy a whole bunch of stuff. And I don't think a lot of people did. Right. You had to really pick the cards.
I mean, I think a lot of people did.
yeah. But I mean, if you have that much dry powder during a bear market, I mean, a bull run, right? Yeah. Then everything, you have plenty of money, right? But we can't do it now. And I think that we are able to be more thoughtful about our purchases and look for deals, right? That's the thing, because any deal you get now, if this thing pops off again, then you got the assets for a song, and that's what you want, right?
Yeah.
So have you read, so I know I ask you this all the time, right? Have you read the lore for the bear?
Yeah, Artemis the Bear.
Dude, isn't that like the best story ever?
It's fun. I mean, a lot of thought put into it. So
yes, yeah. So if you guys haven't looked at the lore for the promo card, I would strongly recommend it. It's excellent.
What do you think about this idea that they are planning quarterly promo cards?
Cool. As long as it's good as this one, let's do it. Yeah.
Should be fun. See, so going back to the what 2023 can offer, I think one of the things that I find disappointing, right? So I'll take it back to Papa Bear, since we're getting a lot of Papa Bear.
Yeah, because I don't recognize you right now.
I know. So here's Papa Bear, right? So, one of the things I find disappointing is that I do believe that Splinterlands is one of the premier projects out there, right? I think they have a solid team. I think they have a fantastic, fun game, right? Addictive game. I think their idea for how they want to work tokenomics is great. It's just the game suffers from a lot of hangover from the bull run, right? And I'm sure a lot of people complain about the bots, or there's just a slew of things, right? So as we round the corner into 2023 and a potential bear market rally, that could be, like they had DeFi summer back in 2020. If there's a gaming or NFT summer of 2023, Metaverse Summer of 2023, Metaverse Spring, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It'll be awesome. I get, again, the regret that I have is that Splinterlands at this point in time doesn't feel like it's in a position to lead. You know what I'm saying? When it's like it's one of the better projects out there, but here's the thing: like you're out there buying Illuvium, right? You're out there buying Illuvium. Gala is pumping. There's a lot of other projects that are leading this chart.
Right.
At this point, but
and I agree with you, right? But here's the thing, right? The reason why I bought, $40 Illuvium is because when I bought it, it was $1,200, right? So, and I thought that was a great deal, right? So, I didn't think it was a great deal, but right. So let me correct. But so here's my philosophy right now, right? And it just comes down to this philosophy. If I thought something was worth buying during the bull run, why wouldn't I buy it during the bear?
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, I still see the value in it. It's not like those things weren't valuable. Maybe they weren't worth what we paid then.
True.
But if you believe in the project, right, which is why I still buy Splinterlands cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't buy Quicks because, I felt some way about the game, right? I bought it because it was a good deal, right? There's tons of good deals out there. So, I mean, again, everyone has their own journey, right?
Sure.
What they want to do. But my thing is, I love the lore. I love certain cards. Definitely if it's a dragon card, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's always been the case, right? And I love the new artwork. And there's just a lot of good things that have happened. Right? If you pull up a card from Beta and you pull up a card from Rift Watchers, like it doesn't even look like the same game.
True.
Right. Yeah. So if that's the direction that they're headed in, I want to be part of that. And here's the other thing, man. I don't know that I have the wherewithal to even start another crypto game. Right? What game would I play? Like, no one can answer this question. Like, what game should I be playing right now, other than the one I'm already playing? And no one really can give me a good business case for why I should invest in something else.
Fair enough.
Except for that step-in thing that you were going for.
I mean, I told you about it. I wasn't trying to push it.
I know. I'm telling you.
I was like, Darkestnyte, your cheeks are looking a little rounder. Here's a game that might help you.
Blow. Oh.
I didn't actually say that. I'm just saying if I wanted to give you a backhanded way to get into the game.
Now I'm going to be all like, maybe I need to work out more. Damn.
See, this is what the holidays will do to you.
Yeah. So, but all in all, all is good.
Cool, man. All right, let's catch up
on that Luffy and that loss that I have.
That loss is just
it's
just disappointing, man.
But you know what the cool part is? I got to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing everybody's Rooney as their profile pic, that is awesome.
That's fun.
Yeah, man. That's hot. Yeah.
I hate that gray background, but it is what it is.
Oh well, got to do something about it.
I'm gonna have to burn a Rooney. Yeah. Yeah. No. We'll see.
But actually, Rooney's, I don't even know what the prices are, right? But I mean, maybe you buy one that you like.
I am so curious, actually, as to where
take your Splinterlands winnings,
price is,
convert it over to ETH, get you a new Rooney.
0.2, almost like 0.22. So 0.22 times 1,300 is $286.
Yeah, come on, man, that's awesome.
F that. I would rather buy 286 General Sloans. Actually, I get more than that.
Yeah, no, do not buy 200 General Sloans. Wow, poor Sloan.
Come on, General Sloan. Come to Papa Bear.
Yeah, no, get you a Rooney. Rooney's are badass. Like I mean, they're just so good. I mean, it's just so good.
All right, hold on. Let's catch up on the chat for a minute. Yeah. Those are out there would use Yoden versus Yoden. I would use Quicks. Fair enough. Wang Smith wishes you good game.
Yeah.
Tails calling me Papa Bear. Papa Idimus? Yeah, Papa Idimus. Did someone call me? No. Close though. Oh, you're Papa Bittersweet. That's interesting.
Oh, me?
No. Papa Idimus? I don't know. Someone else new here. So Bachman saying price has already moved before the news came out. So by the time you hear anything about it moving, it's already done. The rest of the move is just
hockey, man. It's you go to where the puck is heading, not where it is, right?
So what are you looking at right now?
Oh, So Lux is my girl.
Lux is your girl. That's true.
So if that drops, I'm hoping to get a Lux. I mean, I know I'm kind of telegraphing it out, but it is what it is. I'm not going to overpay for it, right? But if a deal comes through, I will definitely.
Well, what do you consider overpaying?
Anything over 3,500.
Okay, so right now there's none available for 35. So you're waiting for it to come down a bit.
Yeah, either to drop, right? So and then I'm slowly taking my winnings and putting them into the Lux fund, right? So I'm not gonna, I'm not quite ready yet. So by March, I think by March it'll be there.
Fair enough. Man, I've seen Neil McSpadden trying to sell his gold Lux for however long.
It's a great like the significance of that card. It blows my mind. Specifically the gold one, right? It blows my mind how good that card is.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with someone selling it, but he's getting undercut by more than $1,000, right? So there's like very little chance that this reaches him anytime soon. Why wouldn't he just
maybe
rent it out? And, why wouldn't he just rent it out and earn like 500 DEC a day with it until the prices go up, or not the prices, but the demand goes up, or the others are bought?
That's a great question.
Neil, let me be your finance manager.
Put it on Nifty.
I'm sure he's doing just fine on his own.
Yeah, I mean, so I remember when we were at Splinterfest, and you remember my reaction when I saw it. I said that card is the best card that's ever existed, and we disagreed on that, right? We're like, whatever. But I mean, you see it everywhere now. You absolutely see it everywhere, and it wins.
It is definitely powerful.
So,
what if
you play it with anything?
What if they come out with a neutral summoner for these upcoming? What if they do it for the upcoming Soulbound reward cards?
Oh well, Soulbound. Okay, but
that could be unlocked at some point.
Yeah, super rare. Like if it's Soulbound, that would be cool actually. But definitely don't put it on the market.
So here's why I feel like. Here's what I feel. Okay, I have no idea, so I have to clarify that I don't have any inside information. But there's that new conscript ability that they're talking about, where if you play this summoner in a ranked battle game, it unlocks the opportunity for you to play a gladiator card in ranked.
Oh, that would be hot.
I believe the name is called
Conscription.
Conscription, right? And so my thought process is: are they releasing a summoner for every splinter that would be able to do this, or are they only going to favor some splinters? Because it doesn't seem balanced if it's only for some splinters, right? Maybe so it's either they're going to do it for all splinters.
Yeah.
They will. So that's option one. Option two is they only do it for maybe like a dragon splinter, which could be interesting because then that does open up everything else for you. And then third option would be they offer some kind of neutral summoner, but that would feel super cheap compared to something like Lux. Like it would feel like a dig, even if they made it 4 mana and only that one ability, Conscription.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My thing would be, here's what I hope, right, is they just release gladiator summoners, right, that are gladiator cards, and then you have certain rule sets that allow for the use of, I mean, make it a rule set, right?
Sure, yeah.
And not a summoner, just make it hey, in this battle only, everybody can use gladiator cards.
Well, I would love gladiator rule sets where it's just like a brawl, but I can imagine ranked battles getting shaken up because I'm just like, oh shoot, they got a conscription summoner. I gotta watch out for Cora. I gotta watch out for Tatiana. You know what I mean? Like, that will actually make things a little bit more fun and spicy.
Yeah, I mean, and these are all great ideas, right? That don't. I mean, it requires a little bit of coding, right? But they're great ideas, and I think. It will be definitely add to the freshness of the game. But we were talking about the artwork, right? I mean, look at the artwork on Lux. Is that like the best card you've ever seen? I mean, just the absolute fantasticness of the artwork. I want to go check out her wagon. That sounded wrong when I said it like that. This is a family friendly.
No, but she literally has a wagon. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to get canceled on Splinterlands TV. Oh, where's her wagon? Dang it.
Yeah, there's no cleaning that up. Sorry.
I know. Well, don't worry. Nobody's gonna clip this because they don't want that played on the town hall.
Luthien, I hope
But she has a wagon. She has a wagon and a three-eyed boar. All right, guys. I wasn't talking about her body parts. I was talking about how she looked like an interesting individual who had some cool stuff in her vehicle of transportation.
She's an entertainer, right?
She's an entertainer. Yeah, there we go. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. Proper Tunist. What a cool name. Is giving a smiley face. Baku was saying, just look at Tesla. Back then, from what I read, its value should have been 100 to 200. Yeah, Tesla was crazy. Do you own any Tesla stock? All right, you don't have to answer that.
I got out of the markets a while back.
Fair enough. Javi is saying, did the team and game as a whole even get some benefit of Rooney being available on Ethereum? I don't think we even got some ETH people in. Probably not.
But I'll say this. I love looking at Rooney's and my NFT collection.
On OpenSea?
Yeah, I do. I do love seeing that. Because Rooney was actually my first NFT on Ethereum ever.
You know what? I don't think it was my... Well, for all intents and purposes, it was my first. I think I minted some free thing a while back, but in terms of something that I wanted to buy, it was that.
Yeah, they helped OpenSea more than they helped Splinterlands. Because I'm there all the time now, right? I love it.
Fair enough, yeah. Bakoni saying they would probably never release a neutral summoner as a reward card ever again.
Yeah, I would say no.
I mean, I hope not, because that would devalue Lux.
Everything.
It
would devalue everything.
Yeah. I don't think Conscript will matter much until 1 to 2 years, because honestly, who has a max Quora? I mean, you don't even need a max Quora, though. I mean, just imagine more monsters with or gladiator cards with Bloodlust in the mix.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I mean, think of how powerful. Do you use Jared Scar a lot? I know you don't play Life, but
I'm finding I'm using him more now, right? So it's all about the rule set, right? The problem that I have with Splinterlands in general is you use the same lineups, right? Like I know the lineups I feel comfortable with. So when a new card comes out, who do you swap out for a new lineup, right? With that, especially when you're used to that lineup. But I find now that anything where melee can hit from anywhere or opportunity, I'll go play Life just so I can use Jared's card.
Yeah, again, because of the combination of abilities that he has, right? Pierce, Bloodlust, True Strike. True
Strike is ridiculous.
Phenomenal card. Yeah. So again, the point that I'm trying to make here is that the Bloodlust sells it well, right? Because he just becomes this unstoppable force. So seeing more Bloodlust in ranked, again, not through regular monsters, but through this conscription ability, right? Could be interesting. Because if it floods the market, then it's just oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play Bloodlust all the time. Why wouldn't I? But if you have to give up certain things, right? So you're instead of playing a regular summoner, you just play a summoner that allows you to play this guy. To me, that'll be a little bit more balanced. Luthien, what did you clip it, Luthien? I don't know what she linked to something here.
That'll be crazy. Oh, I want to get in Lux's wagon.
Wants to check out Lux's wagon.
That's gonna be the clip of the week.
Oh, please.
So, how are you on your comments? Because I think we have 3 minutes left.
We are actually all caught up in comments. Bakoni says Jared is great in Diamond and above. I am showing 7:58. So we got about 2 minutes. I figure we can wrap up here. Any final thoughts, Darkestnyte? How are you feeling?
No, it's good to be back, hanging out with you, right, on stream. We haven't done. It feels like forever. Right?
It has been a while. Yeah.
There's a lot going on. I think there are a lot of emotions, right? Definitely during the bear market, right? But there are other things to focus on, right? I've been playing non-crypto games, right? That's been something I haven't done in a long time, right? Playing the little Stellaris was one of my favorites. Just moderation with everything, right? Just taking time, looking what's happening, making good decisions right now. That's a thing too, right? And just dollar cost averaging. That's been my life for the last month. So
I wonder if that will ever be a metric of success that can be used to measure Splinterlands. You go and play Stellaris where you don't earn anything, but you just like having fun with it, right? So how many people are doing the same with Splinterlands? In fact, I would say with a high degree of confidence that there's probably less than 1% of the player base that plays just because it's fun, right? Again, I know I'm being extreme here, but I feel like most people play it because they feel like they can earn something from it. They view the DeFi investment side, but I wonder if Splinterlands can ever get to that level. I'm saying if they do, that'll be a huge measure of success. So
yeah, I mean, there's a big difference between Web 2 and Web 3 games, right? So like that's not specific to Splinterlands. I think that's specific to crypto gaming in general.
Yeah,
right. So I think that's the whole sector has to deal with that and making it more fun.
Right? All right. Well, we are about to get kicked off of here. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Birds, bees, and trees. See you later. And we'll be back. Or at least I'll be back next week. Darkestnyte, thanks for hanging.
Maybe. I don't know.
Thanks for hanging out. I didn't want to make you commit to anything live here on stream, but appreciate you hanging out for sure.
Yep.